Bats. Black creatures from vampire films with pointed fangs and big leathery wings. This description couldn't be further from the truth of the tiny furry animals that weigh less than half a bag of crisps. Yet bats can be victims of cruelty, often by people who don't understand them, don't realise that they are protected by law, or are even scared of them. Bats are one of the few species of mammals that can fly. They do this by using a thin skin which is stretched between their long, bony fingers.
Bats hibernate in the winter, gathering together in cold, damp places like old buildings, caves, or hollows in trees. In the spring, they seek out warm, dry areas like lofts of modern buildings to have their babies in maternity roosts. Bats are most at risk when they're hibernating or are in a summer maternity roost. In fact, 3/4 of all crimes involving bats occur at roost sites. Many bats can be killed by the single action of felling a tree containing a roost, demolishing an old building, or doing some building work. There are many myths about bats, such as they can attack people. This can sometimes make people scared of bats and cause them to block up entrances to roosts when the bats go out to feed at night time. This stops the adult bats from getting back into their home, but also means that any young left in the roost die of starvation. The number of bats in Britain has been falling over the past 30 years because of a lack of suitable roost sites.
Because of this, bats are given lots of protection by law. It is against the law to damage or destroy a bat roost, to capture, injure or kill a bat on purpose, or by someone being reckless and to disturb a bat or block access to a roost. Sometimes bats are killed deliberately by builders or homeowners as they don't want the bats to delay or stop building work. Scottish Natural Heritage can give special licences to allow building work to be carried out in a way that doesn't harm the bats or affect an active roost. So there really is no excuse for crimes against bats. How can crimes against bats be committed? Why do bats come into buildings and at what time of the year? Who commits crimes against bats and why? Why is it important that we have laws to protect our bats? What can people do if they have bats in a building and they want to start some building work?